ever think you could make a beautiful tablescape with pineapples? Well, never fear, because Maria Provenzano is going to show us how. Yes,
That
that's
would
right,
be Alexandra. Off she
Okay.
goes. By the way, doesn't SpongeBob live in a pineapple at the
He
bottom
lives
of
in
the
a pineapple under the sea.
SpongeBob
SquarePants.
Okay.
Look how beautiful.
It's just
Too many
sad
kids
that
on
I
the
know
set today.
that song.
I'm
Oh
in
my
kid
gosh.
mode.
This is really beautiful. I am loving this
you.
whole thing.
Wonderful.
So explain,
But
why
other
pineapples?
than SpongeBob,
Yeah.
why? Is
Why?
that-
Why
is he
pineapples?
here? Wait, is he here?
Is he here? Hold up. Okay, so back to the pineapples. No, pineapples are so beautiful, and I think when we think of decorating, we always think of flowers, and of course we love flowers because they're so beautiful, but so is a pineapple or an artichoke, or so I think using Mother Nature's artwork as a tablescape is really fun, and just I think because the intricate details, and they're so beautiful.
So
we were
colorful.
talking just before, and it's my favorite fruit. I
Yes.
love
Pineapple?
I love pineapple.
I didn't-
Nice and sweet.
Because it reminds me of
Hawaii?
the islands.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Tropical.
Where you are from?
I'm from the island. Yeah, sure, no.
All right. So give us some tips on when we are considering making a table.
Yes, so when considering making a tablescape, I love adding height. That's one of my favorite things, and because it just really makes it look more interesting, and
It's very appealing to the eye.
Yes, very appealing to the eye, and also what I've learned from Christina is working in odd numbers. So I have here, as you can see, there's 3 pineapples, and then breaking up in between. So you want to make sure everything is odd.
So,
and
wait, so is 1 an odd number?
you could do one lone pineapple.
You're an odd number.
I'm
You
odd.
are.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
you
Is that
are,
you're
you
working
are.
with me
Yeah.
and I'm odd.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know,
got it.
I'm not here to judge anybody. So, and then of course the texture and color. So the texture you can see, of course, the pineapple has lots of intricate details, but also the softness of the flowers. I added some fresh palms to keep that nature kind of feel, and the burlap. Everything is just, kind of keeping that interest, a lot of color, making it really bright and cheery.
Really enchanting. I just love it.
Thank you.
Could you go in another direction and go just smooth texture with leaving just the pineapple for the one texture rather than a combination of the two?
I mean, you probably could, but this is more fun.
Much more fun.
I don't know. I'm
Did you
just
walk-
having creative moments.
Did you walk us?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, so I got started earlier today, so I'll show you guys how I started with the vases. And so cut the pineapple, and just taking the top off, as you can see, I actually used a pineapple corer. This thing is really cool, you guys.
Wait,
it's
what's
so
Yeah,
much
don't you know
easier.
about that
I
one?
don't know about that.
I have
Look at that,
tried
look what
to
it
use a scoop and a knife to take out the middle of the pineapple, and it makes it so much more difficult and kind of dangerous too. And then I just used a paring knife to take out the center, you see, and then you can eat all the pineapple. And then I
make a
use
pineapple smoothie
exactly, and
my
then I just use
or juice it.
the bag
next, sliced
to
bread?
go. Yep, as you can see, that goes over the pineapple, and that brings us to right here. So this is when you're going to do a vase with real flowers. So then you
Yeah.
put some water in here, and you know what? I would use it with fake flowers too, because then you don't ruin your fake flowers. But you could really use.
I use combination fake and
Yes,
real.
and that's what these are, because I brought some flowers that had died, and then Christina was gracious enough to let me have some of her real flowers.
Well,
from
no,
the
we went in the
garden.
backyard here. It's
Yes.
all of our flowers.
Well, the home and
because we
family
all live
flowers,
here.
yes.
And this is from our backyard,
That is an
including
artichoke.
our
That's not a flower.
This artichoke came from our garden. In the
Isn't it
back.
I know,
beautiful?
but that's not a flower.
Well, it's an artichoke. It's a vegetable.
But it's not a flower.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
So now we're not authentic. We said we were talking flowers.
Stop.
Sorry.
Okay.
I digress. So anyways,
It was
so
the sugar from
I
it.
see.
yeah, and so what you can do is actually create the vase by cutting flowers and placing them in here. So the water in there is for the real flowers, obviously, if you need them. And then, Christina, if you'd want, maybe fill this vase with whatever you'd like in the flowers that you picked from the
So you
Is there
could
water
put
in here?
any, like if you wanted to use saran
We didn't
wrap,
put
as
any.
long
I would
as it
pour some
were.
water in there then. You know?
If you wanted saran, you could use saran wrap if you didn't want to use a Ziploc bag. Basically, it's just an insulator to
You know,
hold the water.
yeah, you want to be able to
Or a
just
cup if you
yeah,
like,
because I mean, you don't exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Oh, this is fun. I love it. This is my favorite thing ever to do.
And there's scissors
Yeah.
here if we want it.
Oh,
Ever?
there's scissors. Okay.
This
This is
more
my,
than going to Neiman Marcus and buying shoes and eating popovers.
Oh, popovers. And
I'll have to think about
just
that.
bring the food up, and I'm just sold.
I'm just doing a check.
But a note on the vases. So as you can see, I put them on candlesticks. Now, it might be hard to see on camera, which is kind of the whole point, but I put them on paper plates and then glued them onto the candlestick so that it keeps them a little bit more sturdy, because they can be top heavy, but since you've taken the inside out, it makes them a little bit lighter. But that's just a little bit of a safety thing as well. So that's what I did for ooh. And then so for this, as you can see, all you do is tuck in the bag, and then you have your vase, which is so fun.
Stick in another
cool
one
is
of
that?
our little,
Oh yeah.
our little height.
Yes.
Right? There we go.
And then you can see the pineapples, the really colorful pineapples in front. I used regular acrylic craft paint for the pink and the blue, and then for the white and the gold, I used spray paint. So you guys, spray paint is so much easier than using craft paint, but you can use either. It's more cost effective to use craft paint. These are going to be about $2, whereas the spray paint is going to be about $9 or $10 depending on what spray paint that you get, but it's definitely a lot easier. Just make sure you cover the pineapple with some, I like aluminum foil because it molds to the pineapple really well, but and then you just spray it and let it dry.
Wow. Those are
Now the
nice.
stirs that you made,
Yes, aren't they
made
so
those?
cute? These,
cute?
oh my gosh, you guys,
What are they
I
made of?
got a little pineapple happy. I was like, I can make drink stirrers into pineapples. So this is actually made from clay, as you can see here, and it just adds a little touch to your drink.
That's
And
so cute.
yeah, so this is clay, and then this is, I've worked with clay on the show before.
Yeah.
And so you just mold it, and then
Is that what you put in the oven and
you put it in the oven and it hardens, and then I
Wow.
made sure to add you listened.
yeah.
I pay attention.
Wow, I'm very impressed. And then
I don't know your
you
name,
glue it
but I can tell you what she
onto
did.
the drink
Loving
stir.
this. I love our
it's
flowers so
wonderful.
much. These are so beautiful.
Those are- I
This
love-
makes it number
that-
6 though, makes it uneven.
Well, then you can take this home.
You know what? It's so much fun to do. And
It is.
We're going to
it's
put
really
detailed
beautiful.
instructions on our Pinterest
love
page
this.
for you.
Oh, look at
Wonderful
that.
ideas by dropping in and seeing Mrs. Pineapple Lady.
Yeah.
From scratch with Maria.com.
Coming up, we got a little bit more from our family.
This is
Look at this.
yeah.